It's kind of like the people that are really happy with their weight gain until they see the damn number that the DEXA analysis spit out. You know, they're like, yeah, I didn't think that I would look this good at 195 pounds. And I'm really glad that I put on this 10, 15 pounds of body weight. Let's see how much I put on, you know, and they go jump underneath that damn DEXA machine and they found out they gained 70% fat and 30% muscle. And it's like, you know what? You were really happy until you learned about that number, you know? So let's just train here for a while and let's just kind of watch and see what happens. And a lot of times they're pretty darn happy with how they come out, not only looking, but also performing, you know? They find out how strong they are. They find out how much volume they can handle.
I hate those numbers. I mean, those, I don't know. I'm a bodybuilding coach, so it's my eye over anything else.
Exactly. Right? Pictures, video. Yeah.
How big's your arm? Berto, how big's your arm?
Like it's not very impressive, man. Not very impressive at all. I don't disclose.
Like whether it's, I have an 18-inch arm in the off season because I'm fatter. When I'm dieted down, it's more like 17. Like the number, like okay, you hear 18, you're like that's more impressive. But actually, the 17-inch arm is more impressive because visually it's more appealing.
Yeah.
It's those numbers like you, they kind of frustrate me in a way from a bodybuilding perspective because it's all visuals.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all visuals. Like what you see in the mirror is how it's going to make you feel. Like if you like what you're seeing, obviously you're going to be happy regardless of what the body weight is or what your circumferences are measuring. So those numbers to me, it's a pet peeve. But I will say when I was first starting out, way back when I got to find this log. Cause I used to have a little notebook and I would measure my arms and all that. And I have all the measurements. I would keep track of that. I would measure like once a week, like really, like you're not going to see a whole lot once a week. But when you're first starting out, like a lot of us tend to gravitate towards those numbers. When in reality it's more like it's more visual than what we should be paying attention to.
Yeah. I remember the very first time that I did one of those before and after transformation contests, you know, what was it? I think it was Bill Phillips, the,
Body for Life guy.
Body for Life. Yeah.
Was
Body for Life. The one that I did was not that one. It was actually through AST, but I will never forget every week people were coming in and they're like, gosh, Brad, your arms are looking bigger. You know, you look like you're putting on some good size. And I'm like, well, I'm actually losing a little bit of weight here, you know, cause I'm doing this whole thing. And I was real happy with, you know, all these people, their compliments that I was getting on my arms. Then I went and measured them and they shrunk like about, I think a quarter of an inch or something like that. But they had looked so much better, you know, and I'm like, how can that be? Numbers always screw things up, I swear.
Well, for the weight gain, like that's how it is. It's like I think sometimes we take into consideration maybe our pre-lifting body weights. It's like we know when we get to 150 pounds, when we get to 200 pounds, it's like you was not a good look for you. But shoot, 5 or so years into like strength training, that's going to be a little different. You know, on another note, like what you said about holding on to higher weights, I think that's good practice just because it lets you live in that suit a little bit longer. And, you know, you'll see that, hey, I'm all right. Even when I'm at this body weight, I'm still a pretty decent person. I hit some PRs. I'm a little bit more fun to be around. Life is a little bit, just it has a little bit more, I guess, less pre-planning. Like, and that's just, I think, good for you if you want to do this for a long time. But yeah, truth be told, like if you want to excel at this and maximize your physique, whether you want to be on the stage or not, learning to gain weight, I'd say it's absolutely just as important as the fat loss side of it. But people don't pay it nearly as much attention as they should.